All right, so I got my hands on the brand new redesigned Luxe Minimalist Wallet from Willow Craft Goods. So let's check it out. So the Luxe Minimalist Wallet came in this black fabric pouch right here. And yes, I do have both versions, the original and the wide version. Now, I haven't carried this wide version at all. This is more for international bills wider than 70 millimeters. So getting ready for this review, I only carried this version right here, the original Luxe Minimalist Wallet. And let me give you guys a nice close-up of this bad boy right here. And while you guys are checking this out, let's talk about some of the features. All right, so the Luxe Minimalist Wallet is a vertical style wallet with a flap. It has a total of 3 pockets and can hold up to 12 cards and 30 bills based on how many of each you carry. It's available in multiple different colors for the leather and the stitching. The version that I have right here is a blue and brown vegetable tan Dollaro leather from the Walpier tannery in Italy. But there's also versions made from Botero leather from the same tannery. And everything is handmade and hand-stitched right here in the USA, Texas to be exact. All right, let's talk dimensions. The original Luxe wallet comes in at 3 inches by 4 inches when closed, and the wide Luxe wallet comes in at 3.4 inches by 4 inches when closed. All right, let's weigh these guys right now. Just plop it on the scale. I'll start with the original, 1.9 ounces, and in grams, comes out to be 54 grams. And the wide Luxe comes out to be 2.4 ounces, and in grams comes out to be 70 grams. And if you guys were wondering what the colors were on the wide Luxe wallet that I have right here, this is a dark mahogany Botero on a olive color Dollaro. It's an absolutely gorgeous color combination. I love that. But let's talk about this guy right here, since this is the one I was carrying the most. Now, this is one of Willow Craft Goods' original wallet designs, and it's completely different from the Luxe wallet that I had previously. And I don't want to spend too much time on the differences between the two, but just holding it sideways like that in a profile, you can see it is completely different. It might look similar from the front, but no, this is a completely different wallet here. I guess there was a lot of complaints that the previous Luxe wallet right here was just too thick, just because it had stacks and stacks of leather right there. You can see it's a lot thicker than the newer version right here. So Willow actually made the new Luxe wallet right here lower profile and a lot slimmer than the previous version. And how did they do that? Well, they just used a lot less layered leather, as you can see right here. It's basically only 2 pieces of leather here. It looks like it's made of a lot more pieces, but it's actually not. And that's the genius design behind the new Luxe wallet. At least I think so. And I'll go over this more in detail when I talk about the styling here. But first, let's talk about the quality. Of course, the quality of leather here is fantastic. This is a vegetable tan Dollaro from Walpier in Italy. And you can see that pebbled grain right there. It has a very, very distinctive look. And Dollaro is a very firm leather. This isn't a very soft leather wallet. Is really firm. So if you like firm leather wallets, this is going to be right up your alley. Plus, I measured the thickness of the leather. It came in at 2.2 millimeters, which comes out to be about a 5.5 ounce leather. So this does not feel cheap at all. This feels extremely high quality in my hands. And there's no edges for us to take a look at. The only edges we can see are the cuts of the leather. So you can see all the edges here look nicely taken care of, all nice and burnished, polished up, even on the inside. You can see that, so that's really nice. And now let's take a look at that hand saddle stitching right there on both sides. So the work here is excellent. And the new Luxe wallet now has antique brass rivets on the back holding everything together. So everything feels really nice, high quality, and sturdy. So from a quality standpoint, it gives a thumbs up from me. So now let's talk about the styling of the Luxe Minimalist Wallet. So it's a vertical style wallet with a flap and 3 total pockets. A single quick access card pocket on the outside where you can hold cash or cards, a dedicated card compartment on the inside right there, and a larger card compartment right there for more cash and cards. But you can see now on the inside, there is a nylon pull string with eyelets. So if you have cards or bills in this larger back pocket, you just pull the string up and have easier access to those cards or bills. It's also available in a leather pull strap and no string or pull strap at all. So you guys have choices here. Also, if you go with the version with this nylon pull string and don't like it, all you have to do is just cut it, pull it out, and don't really have to worry about it because those eyelets right there in the back can still serve as a lanyard attachment. With my time carrying this wallet, I sort of grew to like this, so I'm not going to cut this out. I think I'm going to keep this right there. But I really wanted to talk about the brand new design here. I have to give Willow Craft Goods props because they're always coming up with new original styles that I've never seen before. I've never seen a wallet designed quite like this, and I'll show you why. So let's start with this brown piece of leather. So the brown piece of leather starts right there on the very top and forms that middle piece of leather. And as it goes down, you can see there's two slits now. That strap is no longer an extra piece of leather like we saw on the previous Luxe wallet. This is now integrated within that one piece of leather. So it's just basically two cuts. Then it wraps around the outside and then connects in the middle. And now the blue piece that forms that front pocket is tucked in between those two slits of the brown to form that strap, wraps around and forms the flap right here. But then it's also cut. So in the inside right there, it's basically hollow because this piece right here is cut from that one single piece of leather and then riveted to hold the brown straps right here. Sorry, the brown pieces of leather, the flaps, into place. So when I first got this wallet in my hands, I literally sat here and stared, trying to comprehend how this was put together. It's so much more sophisticated than the previous version, which was just layered and just sewn together as you see here, which in turn made a lower profile, slimmer wallet, which is exactly what everybody was asking for. So the new Luxe wallet from a design standpoint has to be one of the nicer, most well put together wallets I've seen all year. And now regarding the branding is only that Willow stamp right there on the top of the flap. Nothing else on the inside. So from a branding standpoint, that's nice. Now for the cash and card test. I already went ahead and preloaded this wallet with 7 cards and 5 bills because this is basically the way I've been carrying it for the past few weeks. So I put my most used credit card right here in that quick access card pocket on the back. And you can see a really large cutout right there. That makes it really easy to grab your cards and put it back in there. On the inside, I would put my second most used card, which was my ID. And in the back here, I kept 5 bills folded in half, as you can see, and 5 credit cards, the ones I don't use every day. And you saw just how easy it was to take out with that pull string. So if you do have cash back here, you have to get used to this a little bit because you have to basically push all of it down at once, your cards and bills. But my wallet here is pretty worn in at this point. At first, it was a little stiff. And I just want to warn you guys with this fairly firm Delaro leather that's 5.5 ounces. This does come stiff when you first take it out of the packaging. After a couple days, it does start to wear in, especially this front flap right here. This front flap was so stiff, I had to literally pull it out with my fingers like this. But as of the nature of leather, it'll eventually stretch out and just conform to whatever you put in there. Now this card pocket on the inside is for a single card only. You can see the way I was carrying it with my cards and bills on the inside larger compartment. But if you use cash on a daily basis over cards, you can actually put your bills in the back right here because this quick access card pocket on the back is large enough and spacious enough to hold your bills. I only carry bills for emergency purposes, so I didn't do this. I like them on the inside, but you can see it's completely functional. If you want to just hold your bills back there and then, let me get the string out of the way, hold your cards only in that inside pocket, that's completely fine. Or you can do a mix of the two. The choice is yours. This is a very, very functional wallet. But before we move on, I sort of want to test out the max capacity here, the 12 cards and 30 bills, and find out what the Willow website means based on how many of each you carry. So just give me a second. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, so that was interesting. So the most I could get into this wallet here was 10 cards and 20 bills at the same time. So what I think the description on the website means is you can hold a total of 12 cards or 30 bills or a mixture of the two. But like I said, I managed to get 10 cards here and 20 bills. And you can see this thing is stuffed, but oh my God, I can barely pull it out. So maybe even this is too much, but the fact is I got it in there. So when I was carrying 7 cards and about 5 bills, I had more room to stuff in there. So hopefully that gives you a nice idea of what the Luxe Minimalist Wallet can hold. And for example, I just loaded this with 12 total cards, 1 in the back, 1 in the front right there, and 10 in the larger interior pocket with the nylon pull tab. And guys, you can see just how well that pull tab works right there, this string. So this is why I said I think I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to cut it out or anything like that. At first, I wasn't so sure how it worked with the rear compartment right here, the quick access card pocket on the back, because sometimes my card got caught on the string and sometimes it still does. I got used to it, but just be aware sometimes that back card gets stuck on those eyelets and that string right there. So sometimes you have to fumble around with it. Not all the time. If you come in from the side like that, it's fine, but just be aware. I thought I had to mention that to you. And remember, if you have bills 70 millimeters or under, such as American dollar bills, go with the original Luxe wallet here. If you have international bills, wider bills, go with the wide Luxe right here. You can see just how wide it is. It's about a ½ inch wider than the original here. And to give you a good idea, if you had the previous Luxe wallet, it's about the same width, as you can see right there. Now, would I recommend the original Luxe wallet right here from Willow Craft Goods? Absolutely. Willow did a lot of work here making the new Luxe Minimalist Wallet lower profile and a lot slimmer than the previous version. And it could still hold a ton, as you just saw with my demonstration. Plus, I think it's an absolutely beautiful wallet. I mean, this is put together so nice. The design here actually blew me away when I first sat down and looked at it. You're not going to see another wallet design like this, I guarantee you, at least until Willow does another version of this. And the only thing that's going to turn a lot of you guys off is the price. So the original is about $100 and the wide version is about $115. Normally I would gripe at that price, both wallets being over $100, but looking at this wallet and seeing all the work that has to go into this, I can see why Willow charges $100 for this. All handmade, all hand stitched, vegetable tan Delaro and Botero leather, a 5.5 ounce Delaro or Botero. That's fantastic. So would I recommend this at $100 made right here in the USA and Texas? Yes. Yes, I would. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the original Luxe Minimalist Wallet or even the wide version here? If you want to check this out for yourself, I will put links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe